Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions on Bounce TV and to our worldwide web viewers on www.sportsvisionsusa.com. Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
Man, it's getting deep. It's getting deep into the football season now, and I tell you, everybody's shaping up, and we're starting to see who they really are.
Really, everybody's kind of leveling off, seeing what they got, seeing what they got to work on, and really, DJ, is still a lot of football to play.
Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an opportunity to talk about one of the hottest teams in the National Football League, and I'm talking about them boys in Atlanta.
Hey, man, Atlanta Falcons, got to give it up to them. Rise up.
Also, we have opportunity to recap and preview the games from last week and the games going to be played this week. All that and more next on Sports Visions.
Selection now, saving now, value now. Columbus is Nissan Town, and the Nissan Now sales event is on now. Now, save $5,000 on a new Altima. That's right. Now, drive a new Altima, an IIHS top safety pick with $5,000 in savings. The best time to buy is right now.
Nissan Now sales event. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon. Headquarter Nissan.
Welcome back to Sports Vision. I tell you, Dale, the number one team in America in college football just keeps on rolling, and that's the Alabama Crimson Tide. Of course, having an opportunity to go up against the Arkansas Razorbacks, and they still dominated the Razorbacks.
Dominated, DJ, in the same sense, even on the defensive side of the ball. And one of the biggest stats I saw during that game, DJ, Alabama has scored 10 non-offensive touchdowns, DJ. That means their special teams or their defense. They scored two off defense last weekend. I mean, really, you're not going to beat Alabama if they get a turnover and score or they get interception and score. That's the winning formula for Alabama. And, again, the Jalen Hurts piece, this guy's he's big time, real deal, even as a freshman. But Alabama just keep on rolling, player.
Absolutely. And again, you watch the highlight reel, you see all the plays, the great plays that the defense is making, interceptions, recovering fumbles, running back, fumble recoveries for touchdowns as well as pick sixes. This team is phenomenal. And again, that freshman that you mentioned, Jalen Hurts, is going to need that kind of protection. He's going to need a defense because, again, he has to grow up, and he's growing up each and every week.
Each and every week, DJ, he runs the ball, rushes the ball well. He's managing the ball, DJ. He's not giving up. He's protecting the ball. Ball security is big in anybody's offense, but definitely in Nick Saban's offense. At the same time, they're moving the ball. They're making plays on offense. But really, DJ, the defense is carrying the team, and I think really you could tell that they practice on any defensive turnover is to score. Whether it's a fumble recovery, whether it's a pick six, these guys are in line to make sure that they score because they might not score on offense. And I think they've been trained that way, and really it's a good thing.
Well, another big test for the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Tennessee Volunteers. We've seen them play several times. We know that is a football team that is a team that's capable of giving Alabama all they can handle.
It's going to be a good game, man. I think really one of the biggest things about Tennessee, they lost last week. They turned the ball over a lot against Texas A&M, but they were forced turnovers, DJ. If Tennessee doesn't take care of the ball well, they have no way of beating Alabama. Alabama scores on their special team or scores off a defensive turnover, they're going to win the game. I think really for us, the quarterback piece, Jalen Hurts, for us, the running attack, that's what Nick Saban wants to do, go back to old school football, not throwing the ball all around the place.
Let's take it over to Columbia, where we had Sunday football in the SEC. Georgia Bulldogs on the road to play the South Carolina Gamecocks. I like the game plan, but more importantly, I love the running game for Georgia.
Oh, man, that was a big-time running game. Almost got, Sony Michel, 133, Nick Chubb, 122, and even the Herring kid, almost 100 yards, 82 yards. When you can almost get three running backs getting 100 yards, DJ, that means you did the works on offense. But at the same time, got to get better in the passing game. Got some adjustments to make with the receivers, and Jason Eason continues to grow.
He does continue to grow, but when you got three horses back there running like that, you know what? All he has to do is become a ball manager.
Oh, that's all we want him to do is ball management. And I think really one of the biggest things that Georgia continue to get better as they continue to they'll play Kentucky. They're getting ready for Florida. All these other games that the Dogs are playing to kind of solidify themselves in the East and really build up to that Florida game because it's going to be a big game. And like I said, DJ, the season ain't over, and you can't lose in November, player.
Well, one thing about it, you got homecoming. Everybody's going to be coming back to Athens. They playing Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is down right now. You can say what you want, but again, Vanderbilt still, you can't come in and Georgia's not good enough to overlook or to not play at their best to beat Vanderbilt.
Well, really, they're not good enough to look over anybody. I mean, really, they got to respect their opponents. They play Vanderbilt this week. You got players coming in, then you got to play Kentucky the rest of the East, and then you try to get ready for the Florida game. But you got to take these games one by one.
Yeah,
DJ.
one by one.
One by one. I don't care if you win by 1 point or half a point, DJ. That's what Georgia's got to do to take care. And then anything can happen. You got Florida, you got Auburn, you got Tech, you got the rest of the year. But, really the thing that people are crying for is the Bulldog Nation is we got to win out.
Win out indeed. And, of course, the Auburn Tigers, man, I tell you, they just keep getting better and better. We know that defense is top-notch. But the offense found their way against Mississippi State.
They found their way, and it seemed like Gus got his foundation now. He's got a good ball manager with Sean White at quarterback, DJ. But they got a beast of a running back in the kid Cameron Petway. 39 carries for 169 yards, DJ. Put it this way. Gus will not be throwing the ball 39 times anymore, DJ. He will be running the ball 39 times because, Auburn's always got running backs. They play error-free football on offense, DJ, and their defense. And that little corner, that number 6, man, look out for him. I can't tell you his name right now, but he's going to be a bad man, DJ.
And, of course, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, they had a tough loss to Pitt. But, again, it's not going to get any easier for them because Georgia Southern's coming to town, and Georgia Southern has the same triple-threat offense that Georgia Tech has.
Same offense. They're going to be playing like the identical twin, going up against your identical twin. Same offense, same kind of players. They got running backs. They got explosive Georgia Southern has an explosive quarterback that can really run the option, DJ. It's going to be interesting, man, and Lord have mercy. Come on, Paul Johnson, because if they drop this game right here, oh, Lord, have mercy.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Chick-fil-A picks of the week.
All right, our Chick-fil-A picks of the week, we have Alabama be playing against Tennessee up in Knoxville. Auburn's got a bye this week. Georgia against Vandy. Georgia Tech will play Georgia Southern. Louisville against Duke. Miami against North Carolina. And we got Stanford against Notre Dame. Don't forget to stop by Chick-fil-A on Bradley Park to fill out your Chick-fil-A picks of the week.
Now let's take a look at our Black College scores and our schedule for this week. Brought to you by our good friends at Dale and Abe's Barbershop.
Okay. Ah! Oh. Hey, I'm trying to be crunk.
Why do we have Aflac?
Aflac.
And Major Medical?
Major Medical, boy, yeah! I help pay the doctor. Ain't that enough for you?
There are things Major Medical doesn't do.
Aflac.
Pays cash so we don't have to fret.
Something families should get.
Like a safety net.
Even helps pay deductibles to cover your back with.
Learn about one-day pay at aflac.com/wrap.
Truth be truth. The will to win will win. So intimidate your darkest fear. Revive every forgotten fantasy. Set goals you can never reach, then reach them. Count cards to fight fate stack deck. And if you want to win as much as you want to live, you're ready to reign on.
Welcome back to Sports Vision. It's now time for our Atlanta Falcons report. And I'm proud to report, Dale, that the Atlanta Falcons stand head and shoulders on top of the NFC South.
I mean, hey, first place, DJ. We talk about the Falcons. We talk hard to them. But, I got to give it to them this week. They're playing great football. On the offensive side, Matt Ryan is playing great. But really, the Shanahan piece, DJ, getting those two running backs involved, Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, those guys are playing lights out. Nobody in the NFL, no linebacker can cover these guys out of the backfield. The Julio and the Sanu piece, they're spreading the ball around, and defensively they're making plays. They're getting sacks, DJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you who don't think that the Falcons are for real, in the last 2 weeks, they've had the opportunity to knock off the two teams that played in the Super Bowl just in February. And I'm talking about doing it in very impressive fashion. The Carolina Panthers, we know what they did in Atlanta. We know what the Falcons did to them. And, of course, to go into the home stadium of the Denver Broncos, the reigning world champions, and knock them off the way they did. Of course, these sacks came out of nowhere. 6 sacks, 3.5 sacks by Vic Beasley. Here's a young man that the light might have gone off. But we know one thing is for sure. Dwight Freeney has brought a new spirit to this defensive front.
He's done a great job of mentoring Beasley, DJ, and really just dropping his spirit on the defensive line. It's a sack game now. You can actually see the defensive line and everybody on the defense trying to get sacks, DJ, and really DQ, that's Coach Dan Quinn. He really enjoys the intensity and the passion that the Atlanta Falcons defense is playing with, even, for us catching the ball. They got 2 safeties that will bring the heat, DJ, and I think really actually their defense is getting better, but it's going to be a different game against the Seattle Seahawks, but I know Dan Quinn is going to have these guys ready to play.
He will have them ready to play, but I think what's more important than anything, we saw what Julio did 2 weeks ago. He set an NFL record, 300 yards, 12 receptions, and a touchdown. But to go into Denver and, of course, him not be the focus, but to also, again, have those running backs, because, again, these running backs are not just running backs. These are running backs that can go out in space, in the slot, and make things happen. These guys can line up. If you didn't know that they had running back numbers on, they could very easily have 80 jerseys on, and they look like wide receivers. That's how effective they are in the passing game, of course, with the Atlanta Falcons. And, again, you talk about the mismatch with linebackers, I'm sure they're licking their chops when they took Denver's linebackers out of their comfort zone and put them out in the slot and made them cover instead of coming off the edge like they normally do.
And really, DJ, I think really one good defense for the Falcons, for its protection, worrying about Denver's pass rush or protecting, they spreaded everybody out. They went empty backfield. They put the running backs out in space. Then you got to worry about covering, DJ, and you can't worry too much about blitzing and getting to the quarterback. And I think really that's a great job, great strategy by Shanahan.
Super adjustment, of course. Now, other happenings in the National Football League, who in the world would have thought that at this point in the season, the Minnesota Vikings would have been undefeated with Sam Bradford as their leading player?
I mean, nobody would have thought that, DJ, but it comes, from good coaching, a good system. Mike Zimmer has always been a great defensive coordinator, but these guys are buying into his program, DJ. He is a player's coach. Everybody says he's a player coach, and as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you'll win. And I think really the winning piece, Teddy Bridgewater goes down. Adrian Peterson goes down, DJ. Now these boys are undefeated. So it's going to be interesting that they can keep this whole thing going. The Vikings and the Packers game in a couple of weeks, that's going to be an interesting game in itself.
Oh, by the way, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, he's back on the saddle with the New England Patriots. Tom Brady's back, y'all. And, of course, if you think that Tom Brady has missed a beat, no, he went out and threw for over 300 yards and several touchdowns. And, again, you look at even though it was the Cleveland Browns, the New England Patriots had their way.
Well, they had their way, DJ, and, I was not surprised that Tom Brady would hit the ground running. He's been itching and bitching for the last 4 games, DJ. He's been ready to play. So I know he's been ready. But, one thing that I did see, that the New England Patriots got a new swag with that double tight end and 1 wide receiver, and they're getting the ball to the tight end. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Patriots offense continue to develop, but at the same time, Tom Brady's back in the house, player.
And we can't forget the new kid on the block out in Dallas, Texas, Dak Prescott. What are you going to do?
Hey, player, I've always been a believer of the fact that you can't lose your position by getting hurt. But in this case, DJ,
all that go out the window?
All that out. I got to go with Dak Prescott, man. I mean, really, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This kid is playing great ball. He's thrown 155 passes without an interception.
Zero
interception. Tony Romo, I think, you can wait a little bit and get well and get better. Because why are you going to stop your momentum, DJ, to put a quarterback in the game that might get hurt again? So I'm going with Dak Prescott, player.
All right, let's take a look at our Crown Royal picks of the week.
All right, our Crown Royal picks of the week, we got The Atlanta Falcons traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. The Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. Eagles against the Redskins. Browns against the Titans. The Baltimore Ravens will travel to the Meadowland to play the Giants. And the Cowboys go to Lambeau Field to play the Green Bay Packers.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price. 3 locations to serve you.
Selection now, saving now, value now. Columbus is Nissan Town, and the Nissan Now sales event is on now. Now, save $5,000 on a new Altima. That's right. Now, drive a new Altima, an IIHS top safety pick with $5,000 in savings. The best time to buy is right now.
Nissan Now sales event. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon. Headquarter Nissan.
Truth be truth, the will to win will win. So intimidate your darkest fear. Revive every forgotten fantasy. Set goals you can never reach, then reach them. Count cards to fight fate stack deck. And if you want to win as much as you want to live, you're ready to reign on.
Live in the spotlight with Sports Life Entertainment. Enjoy our 50-passenger luxury party buses or corporate coaches. For more information, contact us at 770-989-1340. And remember, it's all about that sports life.
Welcome back to Sports Visions, Dale. I tell you, you know what? We had the opportunity this past weekend to go out and provide a service that not a lot of people, maybe that's too strong of a word.
Go ahead, give it to them straight, DJ.
Not a lot of people know that we do. Of course, you know the show, you know the magazine, and of course, you know some of the events that we do. But one of the events, the tailgates that we often do, we've been doing for 12 years. We did a great tailgate for Forrest B. Johnson, a corporate tailgate. Forrest hired us to come in and host the tailgate, coordinate the tailgate, and, man, we had a great time.
Had a great time, DJ, and, you know, we do what we do. You know, for the Sports Vision tailgate part of our business, DJ, that's what we do. You know, a premium tailgate. You know, we had great food, we had great service, we had great camaraderie. And, you know, really, DJ, we got to, before Teresa Thomason gets out of being the mayor, we got to rename that plaza back there the Sports Vision Plaza.
I don't know if we can get that passed
I think we can
by
get that
council,
done.
but hey, you think
try
positive,
that.
think positive.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, back there we do the exclusive tailgate in the back area on the visitors concession side behind the stadium between South Commons and the football stadium. And I tell you what, it's just nice and relaxing back there. We have, you know, 3 big oak trees, and we have our 20 by 20 tent. But we had our guys from Golden's Cast Iron Grills come out and do their exhibition and do the sampling. And again, it just added a whole new flavor to our tailgate game.
A new flavor to it, DJ. And with those Golden Foundry guys and the cookers, we thank you for coming. Thank you for the food exhibition they put on. Did you taste that macaroni and cheese, the smoked macaroni and cheese, DJ?
I enjoyed the breakfast. We started breakfast at 9:30.
That's right, man. Really, they did a great job. And really, if you're interested in any time of the Golden Foundry cast iron cookers, hey, just call us at Sports Vision. But we had a great time. The Forrest, Audrey, Faith, the whole crew, man, we had a great time. And really, DJ, I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. Again, we got one coming up November the 5th, and that's the Fountain City Classic. Of course, you know we got Georgia Tech. We got the Auburn-Georgia game. There's big tailgates going on, folks. But tell you what, if you want to book us to do it, you got to get in touch with us early because, you know, I just gave off several other events on deck. And, again, if something makes sense to you, just give us a call.
Sports Vision presents the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week. Every week during the 2016 college football season, Chick-fil-A will sponsor the Picks of the Week segment on Sports Vision. Sports Vision will pick several college football games from around the country for the customers to pick the winning teams. The customer that picks the most winning teams will win a Chick-fil-A platter and a gallon of tea, compliments of Chick-fil-A Bradley Park. So customers, fill out your form and make sure you fill out your contact information and wait to hear if you are the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week winner. All forms must be turned in by Friday, the day before the game, by closing time. The winner's name will be announced on Sports Vision the following week. So stop by Chick-fil-A on Bradley Park to pick up your form for the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week.
Why do we have Aflac?
Aflac.
And Major Medical?
Major Medical boy, yeah! I help pay the doctor. Ain't that enough for you?
There are things Major Medical doesn't do.
Aflac.
Pays cash so we don't have to fret.
Something families should get.
Like a safety net.
Even helps pay deductibles to cover your back with.
Learn about one-day pay at Aflac.com/wrap.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Visions. Dale and I mentioned in the opening how we were well into football season, and you know what? It's already October, and in addition to everything else that we're doing, we're getting ready for our Columbus Valley Area High School Football Awards Luncheon, and of course, this is year 9. This is the 9th annual, man, and boy, I tell you, time has flown.
Time has flown, DJ, and I went to a high school game last week. Kids already asked me, man, when the banquet? I said, player, y'all got to finish first. So we're looking forward, the kids are looking forward to it. It is great to be recognized in the neighborhood and in the community, DJ, for that banquet. Kids are looking forward to it, and, anything that helps them to play harder, DJ, we all for it.
And, of course, we recognize our top 25 head coaches in our viewing area, East Alabama, West Central Georgia, and over 50 of the best high school football players in the country. We have a nice sit-down luncheon. And, of course, we give all of the kids awards, bring in speakers to the likes of last year. You remember Nick Saban? You didn't think Nick Saban was coming, but he was here and gone. But guess what? I'm telling you right now, Kirby Smart from the University of Georgia is going to be here. And I'm not going to say it again, but we still have everything laid out.
We got it laid out, DJ. We're looking forward to having Kirby here this year. Kirby was very instrumental in getting Nick for us last year. So we're going to have Kirby this year. Can't wait to see it, DJ. I think everything's going to be as good as last time. Really, big time football banquet.
Now, let me see if I can remember this correctly. Check this out, folks. We started 9 years ago, and we started with Kevin Butler, the all-time leading kicker for the Chicago Bears and the only college football Hall of Fame kicker.
Okay.
And we went with David Green, the all-time winningest quarterback in the University of Georgia history. That's right. 3-time Super Bowl champion. Also, Auburn All-SEC lineman Steve Wallace. Brinson Buckner, of course, the all-star from Clemson, who is now coaching with the Arizona Cardinals. And then from there, we went with Mark Richt. We also have Gus Malzahn.
Right.
We also did Jeremiah Castile. And the world-famous Nick Saban was number 8. And number 9, the man himself, Kirby Smart.
Man, that's good. That's good job, son.
Boy, I tell you, man,
that's a good job.
I've had a few collisions now.
I don't want those concussion moments. But, yes, that's good, man. And really, that's one thing that we pride ourselves on. We're going to have a good speaker. We're going to have good food, great camaraderie, and we give great awards. And, again, like DJ said, if you're interested in being involved with our banquet, give us a call. Call DJ 706-681-1136 or call Dale at 706-681-5192. I guarantee we can get you involved the way you want to be.
And the whole thing is, and people say, why do you do it? Well, Dale, and we tell this story every year. When we were playing ball here in high school in the 70s, and, of course, my last year was 80, we had a multitude of different companies that recognized us, that had, banquets and ceremonies to honor us. We talk about the Kiwanis Club. You talk about Losers and Liars. You talk about Coca-Cola. You talk about WOKS and the Ledger Inquirer. When we started this business, all of that was gone.
That's right.
And we just wanted to put something together real nice to show honor and respect to our best high school players, and coaches.
Well, you know, DJ, that's what we always wanted to do. That's a part of our mission statement with Sports Vision, continue to provide and promote for these kids in this area, because we had people to push us. We had people to promote us. We had banquets all the time. And I'm not just talking about banquets. We had big-time banquets. That's what we want to continue to do. We live in a community that has great corporate support, and we continue to lean on them, but that is the real reason why we do this, because somebody did it for us.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for all the time we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price. 3 locations to serve you.
Selection now, saving now, value now. Columbus is Nissan Town, and the Nissan Now sales event is on now. Now, save $5,000 on a new Altima. That's right. Now, drive a new Altima, an IIHS top safety pick with $5,000 in savings. The best time to buy is right now.
Nissan Now sales event. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon. Headquarter Nissan.
Truth be truth, the will to win will win. So intimidate your darkest fear. Revive every forgotten fantasy. Set goals you can never reach, then reach them. Count cards to fight fate stack deck. And if you want to win as much as you want to live, you're ready to reign on.
Sports Vision presents the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week. Every week during the 2016 college football season, Chick-fil-A will sponsor the Picks of the Week segment on Sports Vision. Sports Vision will pick several college football games from around the country for the customers to pick the winning teams. The customer that picks the most winning teams will win a Chick-fil-A platter and a gallon of tea, compliments of Chick-fil-A Bradley Park. So customers, fill out your form and make sure you fill out your contact information and wait to hear if you are the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week winner. All forms must be turned in by Friday, the day before the game, by closing time. The winner's name will be announced on Sports Vision the following week. So stop by Chick-fil-A on Bradley Park to pick up your form for the Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week.